What an interesting game of footy. Just under 70 points in this one, and the Rabbitohs being victorious here with the Knights up 16-6 early on in this game. It kind of just quickly happened, and they were there, and then it was very quickly changed around and turned around for the Rabbitohs' favour, and they were up about, I think it was 32 to 16 really quickly there. So some great scores from a few of the Knights players, but overall a nice win for the Rabbitohs, and shows that Knights have been playing pretty well over the last few weeks, and they've, as I said, it was going to be a bit closer than a lot of people might have thought. We lost Johnston early on in this game, and you saw that Mr. Richie Kenner luckily got to benefit from Alex Johnson's spot and pick up those 3 tries, and a couple of them there, just like, geez, that looked like an Alex Johnson try, and you can see why he's such a dominant force in the try scoring markets, and at the top of the leaderboard there, which is pretty cool. But if you own a Mitch Barnett or a David Klemmer, you're really happy there. Obviously, Klemmer was in a much better position right at the end of the game there before the send-off with like 2 seconds to go. So unfortunate for him, but he did pick up a 61 and great scoring there with 55 in base was terrific. So that was great for Clem. Mitchie Barnett with a 74 in this one. So 52 in base, obviously picked up the line break and try there near the end of the game. It was a great one for him at 592k. He's going to go up plenty in this game. Just a heads up, guys, I'm doing this after the game on Friday night there. I'm off for the weekend, so I'm just getting this done now before updates. So just be aware of that. When you see this in the morning, it will be pre-update. So like in terms of the scores I'm looking at. Latrell Mitchell, we got the 6 goals. He's actually kicking them really fluently, which is nice. 82 meters, which is can be very normal for what Latrell, his output ends up being. 6 kick defusals, drummed out by the 3 penalties there, but overall, the 2 try assists, the try saver, a nice score from Latrell there, 57. If you went for Latrell over Pat, you're absolutely loving life. So well done to those that went for Latrell. He is owned by 6% of teams now, which would be a bunch of teams that made the team at the start of the year and then haven't really played on. But for those that picked him up, let me know in the comments if you did. I'm very proud of you. Well done. Good pick up, and you get a cut price keeper there for sure. Considering he's especially going to be concentrating just on the South from here on in. Cody Walker, 56. The 2 tries for him, the 2 try assists. So a great game overall. Negatives were set down to just the -10. A pretty good effort from him in that department as well, which is something that he can be fairly high on, being a high energy player. Get the odd error here and there. Saifidi with some big minutes there. Milford, the 49. So he's having a solid bunch of outings since going to the Knights, which has been great for his career. I'm loving that. And Colin Matungi there, 48 in his 80 minutes, so a little bit lower than what he's been giving, but he's done a really good job there with 48, and the last 3 weeks have been great as well without scoring tries. So well done to Keon. Kenner we spoke about, not really relevant, but if you picked him up as a cash out, 0%. Okay, 0.0. No one picked him up. Totola, he had a nice one with the try, obviously, as well. We had Isaiah Tass really showing that he's got some talent and could definitely play in this league. The 25 tackles for 1 miss is good. 124 meters is lovely there as well. Just the 2 in negatives with the 1 try saver. So 46 for him. If you picked him up, he's going to make a fair bit of cash over the next bunch of weeks. And I'm so annoyed. Literally, the one game that he didn't score well was the one that I picked. One where I picked him up in, I believe round 9 and played him, and he got like 17. So he definitely showed that he had the talent. He's literally had 1 game out of about 5 or 6 that has been poor. Edric Lee got another try, so he'll go up to probably around the 450 mark after this week with that really low break even, that big score last week. Him and Dom Young having pretty solid games again. The 2 line breaks for Dom. The try saver in cover defense was great there. 7 tackle breaks, 121 meters, which is lovely for Dommy. And Jake Cartwright's the biggest one here, so 42 for him, probably a little bit higher than we would have thought. He did get the full 80 minutes as well, which is great. So the 0.51 PPM there, 37 tackles. Again, we spoke about guys on an edge. If they get given big minutes there, it's very hard for them to miss out on 30 to 40 tackles. The run meter's pretty fair. Did get the 1 offload and a couple of tackle breaks. Frizzell, this is a really tough one here. So 41 for him in the 80 minutes, and that's 2 really low games in a row. 4 missed tackles. Tackles are low, and the run meters are a lot lower than normal. So, geez, if you picked him up, you're absolutely hating life, unfortunately. And I saw someone in the Discord message, tag me in his post and go, Frizzell's only going bad because Jamie picked him up. and pretty fair. I picked him up in the head-to-head squad, and he hasn't done very well. Obviously, we have 3 teams, so didn't pick him up at all. But pick any pick up at all, and the players are tending to go pretty poorly at the moment. Randall with 50 minutes. Again, he's pretty well done now with Jaden Brayley coming back. Great to see him come back and play well. I think Brayley, a few people are asking about him. I doubt that he's going to get full 80 minutes for the next few weeks. He'll probably get there eventually because he is obviously a great player. He got the try assist there, the 24 tackles for no misses. A great return for him. Really happy to see him back. He's a good kid and a great player as well. So Brayley, good stuff. More than what I was about to get at was that I think he's going to be a good option for us at the start of next year. He should be able to drop a fair bit, in the low 600s maybe. We can pick him up as like a 50-point keeper in next year. Havili got the 72 minutes, but unfortunately only the 6 in negatives, but just 20 run meters at 9 and only 26 tackles was a bit low for me in what I would have thought. He's playing a lot better through the middle, so I thought that the extra minutes would at least even out, obviously the less run meters, but tackles you would have thought would have been a lot higher and just wasn't to be. Obviously there was plenty of points in this game, so 26 is like a normalish number, but a bit tough for him. Davy, we got 26 out of him, so the people squad, we'll take the 26. If you picked him up this week, it's okay for you 220. Obviously, a few guys like Chris Lewis and Jed have gone a little bit better this week, and that's that. Leo Thompson, if you hold on to him, got the 24. Curdy Mann, a low score for him, so definitely don't have him on your radar. Saluka Fafita with 23, so you got 33 minutes there, a little bit more than what Davy Mwale did. And then you've got Clooney, had a tough game there. Matty Croak, if you held on to him, with the 10 was not nice, and Ilias getting the concussion early in the game and missed out. So I'm so glad I didn't keep him. Imagine holding on to him that whole time. He lost 100k, and then he gets hit in the first minute and gets out. If you're one of those guys, poor fellas, that held on to him, I'm really sorry for you. There's 14.5% that still have him. Obviously, not a heap that are in the top 5, 10k, but my prayers go out to you. That was a very, very tough hold for that last sort of 5 or 6 weeks there. So that's that on this game, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll see you in the next couple of games with the Tigers and the Eels, and also the Broncos v the Dragons. That Tigers-Eels one might come out fairly late on the Sunday night just because I'm away for the weekend, guys. I hope you enjoy it all, and we'll catch you in the next video. See you later.